right, let me get I may even pull out my board. We're doing the bank statements. It's gonna be in the playlist. We're doing the bank statements to the budget planner for those learning financial literacy, budgeting with Kim Arts. All right. Uh, we're doing that. Oh my gosh. All right. All right. All righty, y'all. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get where's my marker? I keep moving down. Oh Lord. Oh, I forgot some books. So one thing you're going to do is get you a budget planner. I'm going to just call it budget, but I don't like budget word. Budget planner. Right? Of your choice. This one's off of YouTube. You can go, I think they got some on Amazon from Happy Planner, Plum Planner. This is just my spiritual personal one. So however many you want, if you got a business, I would recommend 2. There's another or. So if you got a business, you need one for business, or you need one for personal, or I say spiritual, or church, if y'all do church stuff, right? So you need one for if you got a home business or your own business, and you need one for spiritual / personal church. Or if you have a lot of children, you can have another one for your kids. If you wanna get one for your kids, like if they in a lot of football or soccer and all, ballerina shit, then you can add a third one for your kids if you want to, or just put it in with your personal and then your personal. It's up to y'all. So however many you can handle, don't overdo it, because you can overdo it and stress yourself out about it. And it's not meant to be stressed about it. So don't stress yourself out about it. I have 3, as I've told y'all. I have these 3. Okay. 2 business planners and a personal spiritual. And that's enough, because laying all three of these out in the morning is enough, okay? I don't need another one. So, but that's how y'all can do it if you want to now. So, I guess I'll leave that up. So what you're gonna do, get everything set up, all right? You wanna do things in blocks of 90 days in your calendar. You want a time, oh, it's ugly. You want a time block. $90 days. That's the way I learned. Another sister taught me that. So I knew I always had the calendar, but she said do it for 90 days. So 90 days, you're gonna go through here, and I got some of it done so y'all can kind of see on the main, see those lines? Those lines, that's time block, but ain't nothing there, but I've blocked down the time all the way through March. So now you sit down one weekend and you go through where all you got the lines and you write, if you're doing 8 o'clock meditation, you go through each one of these and you write meditation all the way across, meditation all the way across where you see your green lines at. That's blocking for 90 days at a time. And before you run out of the last 90 days, you're going to go to the next 90 day and block it again. All right. So see, I would keep going because I'm still seeing the lines. So I would do 8 o'clock, I do meditation. 10 o'clock, I do worship or a self-help video or yoga. All right. So whatever you're going to be doing, you're going to block it for 90 days. And then anything else, when that day comes, or the day before or the week before, you're only adding what you're needing to add and plug in. If it's not on your schedule, it don't get priority in your calendar, in your day. So that means phone calls from people. That means people dropping by. That means people saying, hey, let's go over here. Let's do this. Let's go get some coffee. That's a fuck no. I mean, be nice about it. But y'all know me. I like to exaggerate. But you know what I'm saying? But that's when you say, no, I got something to do. And they're going to say, why? And you're going to be like, nah, I can't go today. And they're going to be like, but why not? Come on, go. And you're going to be like, no, I can't go today. You don't have to tell them nothing. Just you can't go today. And it's a no, and it's a complete sentence. So they don't have to know, oh, I got this to do. I got to take Johnny to school. I got to do my budget plan. Too much information. TIM. Y'all need to work on 2023. Stop giving people more information and they ain't giving you shit about them. Period. So it's a no, thank you. Appreciate you asking. Hello? Or don't take the call. If you got stuff you got to do, don't take the call. Or take the call, I can't talk right now, I call you back, hi, everything okay? Yeah, okay, well I have to call you back later, okay, bye. Because it's not on here. One thing the wealthy do is you're not going to go barge in their time because they got it blocked per se, and you're not going to interfere with their time. You may get 5 or 10 minutes on the phone with them, and that's it. That's it. Because their time, they learned their time is valuable, and they're buying back their time. So now they're controlling their time, and we think they're assholes, but they're not assholes. They're controlling their time, and they became a millionaire so they could do what, y'all? Buy back their time. So you think if you did all this hard work to become a millionaire, you think you're going to just waste time on bullshitters? Or are you going to be strict with your time and where your time go? Because now it's more valuable than before. Y'all didn't think this way when y'all was on a 9 to 5. But when you work your way to your own business and become successful, your time becomes real penny pinched. Because you like, oh no, I'm going skiing. I'm going to the mountains. I'm going to have fun. I'm going on vacation. You bought back your time so you can do the things you enjoy doing. All right? Doing what you want, your own leisure, things you're doing with friends or whatever, it doesn't matter. You can get to the friends when you got time to get to the friends, but you can't get to the friends every day, because if you're going to get to the friends every day, y'all ain't getting shit done. That's on your time block. So again, block out for 90 days. That's why I got this, because I have a whole lot of shit. So I got to have time, because this is the one I use for home health. So I've always used this because it's timed, and it's easier to use when it's timed. All right, this one has time, but it's just smaller, and I use this one for other things too. So the time block, and then where you're gonna cut off at, and ease out of your day or whatever, or return calls and things like that. So it's certain ways you can set that up. Return your calls around 4 or 5 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock, or 2 or 3, look at your stocks before they ring the bell. And this is stuff I used to do from back when. That's why I know my times, because I used to do this for years back, a long time ago. Certain days I did certain times, I did certain things. You might want to read 2-3 nights a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. You might want to read 30 minutes before you go to bed, or you might want to read every night before you go to bed. I had a patient in home health that read every night before he went to bed. He kept a book on the bed, on the nightstand. So I told y'all that before. So read, and that's why I got book club, so y'all can get used to reading, and then once you get used to reading, you do it on your own. Well, it's the same as 90-day affirmations. Once you get used to doing affirmations, you don't need me no more. You can do it on your own. Well, once you get used to budgeting, you won't need me no more. You can do it on your own. And then you can teach the next person how financial literacy and reading literacy. So reading and math, because that's something that a lot of us didn't get, or didn't do, or didn't care to do when we were younger. And therefore we're ignorant. We're ignorant when it comes to certain things. We're ignorant because we don't read and we don't research, and that you can't get nowhere in life like that. If you want to build your confidence up, and you want to build your confidence level up, then you have to build your knowledge up. You're going to have to build your knowledge up, your brain up, your skill set up. And how you do that? Studying your craft. You got to study your niche. You got to study your craft. You got to get a magazine. You got to get some audio books. You can go to the library, rent out audio books in certain subjects. Or, like I said, go to YouTube and start listening to a whole bunch of them. Motivational speaking. And if you're doing budget, listen to budget. Right? That's why I got all those budget books back there to help with the budget. And I'll bring a few out. I ain't gonna bring all of them, but I'll bring some out. So time block, and I didn't go this far in depth when I did it because our spirit was on something else that day. But anyway, time block is like for 90 days, and at 8 o'clock, I ain't gonna do it for y'all, meditation. I'm gonna pray for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, or meditate 5 to 10 minutes. Then 8:30 come, I might do my yoga. Then 9 come, I might do self-development vid. And then 9:30 come, I might start getting dressed or prepping, or you might be already, because you might be up before here, but that's just where mine started at 8 o'clock. So usually this stuff is already up there. Really, I just write it right there. So you might do yoga, you might do self-development, you might do an affirmation video. It doesn't matter what order you put it in. Affirmation can be way up here, just as long as you get it done before you start your work. So most millionaires start around 10. All that time up until 10, all this time is me time. So that's why you see the two lines, the two lines. This is me time, this is work time, this is back me time. So that's why you see the two lines there. So they go from 10 to 4, 5, 6 maybe 7, I don't know. So that would be their work time at their office, right? This is before they even get out and really get going. They go to the gym where instead of yoga, some of them go to the gym. So, but some of them may do it at 5 and not 8. I'm just showing you kind of briefly how to time block once you get, if you do it on this, because you can do it on this one, on the personal one. Y'all may not want the big one like that. Let me see if it's a time block. Well, no, they just got it in bullets. It depends on if you get time block or if you get bullets like that where you're just writing little thing priorities that you got to do for the day. All right. So that's why I needed the time block one, because I gotta have. Oh my God, there was a pretty orb again. That was a pretty orb. This one don't have time. This one don't have it. So that's why I got this, because of the time. So I can go per se what I'm doing. So again, so now this is you getting ready to cook. The kids, if you got kids, read a book down here, you know, go to bed by 10 or 11 so you can get the proper 7 to 8 hours, maybe 6 to 8 hours of sleep, right? So you want to time it just right, 10, 11 and sleep, da da da. But they normally get up about 4 or 5, so they got to go pretty early, like around 9 or 10 to get those hours in for sleep. So cook, kid, you can make phone calls during this time if you're home, cook, kids, read, get ready for bed. And they get up and do it again. And their schedule is usually booked. Like barely something on lunchtime. Barely something on lunchtime. Because they manage their time very tight. Very tightly. So nobody's wasting their time or wasting their day. So you make sure you want to do a time block. And another thing, okay, so then, I guess I'll put that back up there. Time block. And then number 2, get those statements. Those bank statements. Right? For 6 months. Because you can see a real good picture at 6 months. Get the bank statements. Okay? You can try 3, but you may not see nothing at 3. Right? 6 months. Get your supplies. If you want to color code everything, get you a couple of color pens, get you a couple of pencils, because you're going to need pencils. You know, you're going to need pencils to write in case you mess up, because you don't want to keep messing up writing in pen. But get you some colors too, because you're going to need these eventually. So, highlighters, Sharpies, you know, pencils, color pens, because you're going to need those. So certain stuff, pick out, and because you may want to color code stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might want certain stuff to stick out at you, so you can highlight it or write it with a different color, so it's easy to see, especially if you got a full schedule. So do that for 90 days, and I did it all the lines, but I have to go back, so I'm behind on that. But that's all right. I know how to sit down and do that. It's just sitting down and doing it. What else? Bank statement. Oh, get you some books on finance, because you remember you got to study so you'll know what you're doing. And number 4, you with the bank statement, you're going to do a no spend or a limit list. Once you get this, that's why you need to get this, because with this bank statement, you're going to develop that no spend list or that limit spending list. Like only a certain amount you're going to spend at that store when you go. But you need to see where you need to see where the money's going first, right? And get you, so every receipt, you're gonna write it down in the book or on a piece of paper, however you choose to do it. It can be on it can be on one of these yellow papers, yellow books, or it can be in something like this. You know, however you want to write it down. So budget planner, we're doing 100 envelopes, but that's another video. And know your goals, like have goals. Have goals and plans, how you're going to get there. How to get there and when, meaning the time frame. Because you got to have an end goal, right? An end goal. So that way you can hold yourself accountable. It's okay if you got to carry stuff over to 2024 or the next month or the next month. You just keep writing it and carrying it over until you get a chance to get it. You know, you got to still wait on divine timing, right? So carry your goals over, but have plans on how to get there. Because goals without plans is just going to set you up to fail. You'll be just wishing shoulda, woulda, coulda, and things will never be getting done. Because you're like, oh, I have a goal to go back to school, but you ain't never took one action on how to go back to school. You ain't called no counselor. You ain't called no schools. You ain't trying to see which school you wanted to go to. You didn't enroll. You didn't see how much it costs. You don't know if you're going to campus or you're going to do a homeschool, online course. You can't just say you're doing something, y'all, because doing something without action or saying something without doing it is just in your imagination, just an afterthought. You just saying. So remember to change your destiny by thought and action. So to change your destiny, you got to take action with the thought, not just say the thought. Well, I'm thinking about going back to school. Well, I'm thinking about going to do a budget, but I ain't bought a budget book. So it becomes tangible and it becomes done when you go to the store and buy the book. It becomes complete then. But if you just say, I think I'm gonna go get a budget book one day this week, and then it don't come. Oh, I think I'll get it next week, and then it don't come. I think I want to buy a budget book, but I don't know which kind. Instead of going to the store, looking at the budget book and buying it, now you're getting a budget book. Now you're on the path. Now you're changing your destiny. But as long as it stay up here and you say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, it ain't going nowhere. You ain't did nothing because you ain't took no action. So this is taking action when y'all get it. Getting the bank statements is y'all taking action toward changing y'all future, toward financial literacy, toward learning about finance, toward reading remedial literacy, like learning to read or reading better or just reading, getting to love books anyway, right? Because most people don't like to read because they hate books. We have dyslexia, we have ADHD and all this energy that's going through us and we don't know where to channel it. So we don't know how to transform it. So transform it into something new. Transform it into something you've always wanted to do but never got a chance to learn, or you always wish your mother or your father taught you. Channel that energy into that, and then you're going to be successful at something. All right, so budget planning, So you also want your credit score just because you want to know where you're at if credit is an issue, because this whole thing is a credit score, right? And the whole thing is if you want a new car or a house, you got to know the score and you got to know what you're working toward, or you just working to have a decent savings, emergency savings, cushion in the bank so you don't have to stress, right? Saving for yourself, and then Roth IRA because you want something that your money saving is going to be growing while it's sitting there, and you can go see a financial advisor for that. So it's more, but this is pretty much enough what you want to do. So write y'all some goals. Why do you want this financial freedom? Why do you want financial success? And how do you plan on doing it? Like, what steps are y'all going to take to get you there? For one, get the bank statements. For two, for three, have some goals. And if I got some goals, how am I going to get to them goals? Like, what's my plan? I'm going to look at my budget every day. I'm going to record my receipts every day. I'm going to add things up every day. I'm going to put myself on a spending limit because I'm trying to buy that house or that car, or I'm trying to save $30,000. So, or $10,000 and have it in my account and never touch it. So you gotta have, now what are you gonna do with that money, right? So if you're gonna have 30,000, that's for the down payment, credit cards, but this extra 10 never gets touched. So what account is it going into? So you gotta have plans for all this maneuvering and see how that time management helps you. Oh, this go here, this go here, this go here. You know, so now you're managing yourself. You're managing your time. You've bought back your time. You're like your own bank within a bank because you got money in IRA. You got money in this bank. You paying household expenses out of one bank, and your savings is the other bank or the savings account. So you can go, if you got a checking and a savings in a bank account, then let your checking be your living expenses, and then let your savings be that 10,000 that y'all not going to touch. And also, where's that paper at? 80/20 paper at? I just saw that paper somewhere. And y'all can do the 50. Know what rule you're gonna do with your savings. You can do the 50, 30, 20 rule. This is your living expenses. These are necessity. These are your needs. The 30 is your wants. Netflix, gym membership, cleaners. And then this is charity or church. Your tithe or your charity, church, and then what else is it? Savings. Your other 10% can be savings. So you can break this 20 up to 10 for church and charity, and then 10 for savings, and that equals that 20. So that means when you got so make sure y'all have the right bank account set up. So, and this is just roughly, this is enough to get y'all started. You can learn a little bit more along the way. So when you do the 50, 30, 20, this is a checking, this is a savings, right? This is needs. You can't live without these. Your lights, your rent, your car note, your Geico, your alley, or whatever you're paying, right? Your State Farm, right? So this is your checking account, which is going to hold this 50%. This, out of this, let me just go ahead and break this up so that way I can do it right. So now this savings, 10%, don't touch. This 30% is you paying yourself for wants. Don't mean you spend all of 30%, but this is like the gym, the cleaners, the Netflix, the entertainment, the eating out, but all of this gonna have a spending amount so you don't overspend. So and that's why you're gonna know that with the budget and you're gonna know that after you get the checks, the bank statements, and go through and see where you're spending your money at. So then that's gonna be your spending limits that you're gonna put with going to certain places, groceries. So groceries fall under needs because you gotta have something to eat. So your groceries go here, your mortgage, right? things like that. Okay, this 10% here is your church. If y'all pay tithes or it's charity, go give it to a charity or a church. So you see how that's 100%. So all that equals 100% of your money. So the 50% in the checking never gets touched. That's all every month where you're checking, where you're paying your bills out of, You pay yourself 30%, and that's for your extra shit that you don't necessarily need, but you want it so you can do without this shit anytime if it gets to crunch. And then 10% is a savings you never touch because that's your ER cushion for emergencies like your car repair, your flat tire, right? Your car repair, your car service, your oil change. It's for stuff like that, or a hospital bill, or like going to the hospital, you're sick or something. So that's what that's covering. That's why it doesn't get touched. So that 10K is always there, right? Now, where is that at? This is just you donation. This is donation based. That's donations to a church, to a charity like Goodwill or Salvation Army, So y'all see how that breaks down where your money goes. So now you know where it goes. So that's a plan right there. I can't spend my money outside of this, right? Now this breaks it down even further because it goes by how much groceries. What is the amount of the groceries, right? So, but this is the overall, what you're doing with that 100%. Now, when you get in this book and it starts breaking it down on groceries, I'm only gonna, what's my grocery bill? $350, $360, $85 a week maybe. So you never go over. What else we had in here? You got to get a binder to see, so whatever one y'all get it, I have different tabs and stuff in it. But the no spend list. We'll just call this the no spend list, and this is how you're gonna come up with it. But this is gonna be the amount up in here. So groceries no more than 85. At where am I gonna go? Walmart, right? Or Kroger, or Whole Foods, right? So that means any of these grocery stores, I'm not spending no more than 85 a week when I go in there, period. Amazon, I'm not spending no more than 75 a month, period. What is another one? Herb stores, because I do a lot of herbs, I'm not spending no more than 85 per month, because I surely ain't gonna put that on a week. So I can go in there at one swoop, and that's not even gonna be maxed out. But I came pretty close before, like $60 in the herbal store. So I've been pretty close. I went over 100 in herbs alone, like the teas, but the bottles, I've not spent 85, but I spent around 60 or 70. But the teas, I have been over 100, yes. Because I need this herb, that, make that tea, combine, So that's why you have to max stuff out. And what else is on that list? Walmart, Amazon, Whole Foods, and hold on. Oh. So I got it on a piece of paper, so I'll know and see it every day before I leave the house. It's subconsciously getting programmed because I see it. It's on the refrigerator and it's on the mirror in the bathroom. So it's on 2 spots. That's the no spending list. So Walmart, eating out, that was one. Eating out. So eating out is 25, let's say 50 a week. That's like what? 100 to 200 a month. After you spend that, you can't go out and eat no more. Or you can just lessen it to 50 or 25 and just say 100 a month. But you ain't gonna get much these days but an appetizer. So 25 a week or 100 a month. See how I limited the spending or no spending at all? Now say cleaners this month, or say cleaners, right? I'm not gonna do no cleaners this month. No cleaners. Or I will do it, but just keep it under $60. Just a few pieces so that I don't go over. So it depends. You can put 0 for some stuff if you don't want to do it at all. Like this month, or say like Amazon. If I don't want to do nothing on Amazon, this month I'm not doing nothing on Amazon. I can do this, but I'm stopping that altogether. Boom. I'm stopping the cleaners altogether. Boom. And that's your no spend, limit spending list. Limit spending list. So that's how you create it, right? That's how you create the limit spending list, or the no spending list, or the limit spending list. The no's would be, I'm not going on Amazon to order shit. I'm not taking no clothes to the cleaner. I'm gonna iron these bitches myself. And on eating out, I'm only giving myself a $25 allowance. On herbs, when I go, if I go, I'm not going to go every month, but if I have to go, I'm only going to spend $85 a month. Whole Foods, Walmart, and Kroger's, you got $85 up in there, I'm going to spend, period, a week. My ass don't have to make do till the next week and eat whatever the fuck I can find, all right, in the damn house. All right, now for the, so get the, y'all got it? Is it making sense? Is it making sense? Is it making sense? Huh? Is it make it, y'all there? Is it making sense? Okay, Renisha. So now this is all the bank statements, all 6 months. So what I did is, so say 8 to 9, 10, 11, 12, 7, 6. All right. So all the way from June to December, that's 6 months right there. Bank statements. So what I did was, first you got to separate the month. This is June, this is August, and this is July. So I drew a line like this because you got to see the damn print. It's so small. So we did June through 12, 6 through 12, right? That's your bank statement. That's June, that's July, that's August, that's September. So I'm just, but no, that's not right. Let me not do that. I went really detailed. Hold on. Let me do it like this. 6/1, 6/11, 6/11, 6/11, 6/20, 6/30, 7/1, 7/3. All right, y'all see that? I did like dates, right? So what I would do is I was crossing out the dates, like from all the debits. That's 1, that's 1, that's 7/1, and that's 7/3. So this one got 3. June the 11th got 3. This one got 1. So what I did was I only looked at what went out, the expenses or the spendings. Right? I only looked at what went out, what I spent on my expenses. I'm not really worried about the expenses, but that's what I was looking. I really was looking at the spendings because this is necessary. You need that. Remember that when the graph, that's the 50%. You got to pay that. This you don't. The spendings you don't. So when I got the 6-1, I'm like, okay, I swiped one time. Oh, I went 3 that time. I went 1 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 that time. Now, this is what I did. Now, once I got the number, because they circled, once I got the how many swipes I was doing a day or during that month on any day, then I looked at who was the 3. If the 3 was Amazon, we ain't doing that. Okay? We ain't doing that. So whoever was in that 3, say this is like 13 of these 611s. Walmart, gas station, gas, eating out, salad, Starbucks, Apple, right? Salad. Oh, let's do Jason Deli. So you see, okay, so now instead of just saying 3, 6, June the 11th, I got 13. So now I got to figure out who did I go through the most out of this 13. And it was Amazon. Amazon had about 10 more or 8 more. Because I got 1 Starbucks, 1 deli, 1 Apple, 1 gas, 1 Walmart, or this was like 2 Walmart trips, or this was Starbucks, or this was the cleaners, or this was entertainment, right? So this is the main one I'm concerned about because it had 13 swipes. I had 13 spendings out of that day right there. So I need to find out, why did I order that? What made me order that? Did I really need to order that? Was I emotionally spending? Was I impulse spending? Was it a full moon or was it a new moon? Because y'all gotta find out if the moon is really controlling our emotions. So if you don't know that, then you can't prepare for that. Okay, you can't prepare for that. So was this around a full moon or a new moon? Was I in my emotions? Was I feeling lack? Was I feeling down and needed to pick me up? Did I really need to get 8 things from off of Amazon? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Did I need to get vitamins? I could have went to the store. The store was down the street. So did I really need to get those vitamins? You know what I'm saying? So look at it. You got to look at it like a fine comb, like a magnifying glass to see the leak. So now how I found the leak was, remember that now, but we talking about Amazon, but I'm going to erase this because I need space. So we talking about Amazon, finding Amazon was on there, right? A lot. So now we want to find the leak so you can plug it or repair it, right? So you can sit with it, feel it to heal it, right? So you can repair these generational curses, these habits, these patterns of habits that we develop are the generational curse. right? Because we wasn't taught to save money, to put money away. We wasn't taught 50, 30, 20, 20, da 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 da. So if Amazon was my leak, and there is a Walmart down the street, and at 8 a.m. I'm laying in the bed ordering from Amazon some ashwagandha, and it says $9.99, but when tax hit that bitch, it's $15. Well, I didn't account for the extra $5 because I was thinking in my mind $9.99. Even though we know taxes on shit, we wasn't accounting for the $15, the extra $5 that went out. That's a leak. Now, I get up and I get dressed and I go, oh, I'm going to get me something to eat. I'm hungry. You know, I'm finna go to the store. I'm finna go to the cleaners. Well, shit, I'm running past Walmart. I could have just canceled this and went here because I'm out anyway. So what just happened? I used my gas in my car, leak. The taxes, leak. You saw how you got hit twice? You got hit twice. You got in the car to go somewhere. You was passing it anyway. You could have grabbed those ashwagandhas on the way or on the way back because you passed the store anyway. So you had to burn gas anyway, but you laid in bed and burned some taxes. Hello. So that's 2 leaks in one day. Now I got to plug it. Was it a full moon, new moon? What was I feeling? What was on my mind? What was my mood like? Was I anxious? Was I need to feel some comfort? Am I lonely? Da da da. Or was I impulse spending? Or was I emotional spending? Because most of us emotional spend and impulse spend. We don't spend because we need it. We spend because we just be wanting to spend, which is a generational curse, which is only your habit of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation because of what you saw growing up. That's what your mama did. That's what your grandmama did. So that's what you doing. So that's a generational curse. So now that you know where the leak and the plug to plug it is, now you know you can sit with it, feel it, and heal it. Now, how do I catch myself from doing this month to month until I break the habit? Along like how y'all do the affirmations. Now the habit has to be broken. This replaces it, right? You found the bad habit, the leak. Now what you do to replace it, to make it become a generational wealth or abundance, you got a planner. And now you're watching your spendings. And now you got everywhere. Money is a tool. Money is a game. It's not what you earn. It's what you do with your money. I ain't doing that. And I ain't doing that. So now I'm more cognizant when I leave. Oh, let's go to the store and get this. I'm not doing that. If I'm riding with one of my, I'm not doing that. My money not going on that because I saw what I fucking was doing. Now you're accountable. Now you're responsible. And now you gain ownership. And now y'all gain control over your finances. So you're not going to let people just sideswipe you. Oh, let's go to the movies. Oh, let's go out for drinks. Oh, let's go clubbing. You're not going to let people sideswipe you because now everything's suspect. You're going to be like a radar, like a magnifying glass with your own finances because you're watching your money now, whereas first all y'all were doing was spending and swiping, spending and swiping, spending and swiping. So is this helping? Is this helping anybody? Huh? Is this helping? So that's what this is. When you sit with it and feel it and heal it. Well, why did now back to the generational curse? Because this part gonna hurt. How does it feel? Well, it feels like I shouldn't have had to suffer like that. We shouldn't have had to struggle like that. Well, why do we have to struggle like that? Man, why has our family got the hard time? See the guilt? See that you sit with the feeling and you, because if you don't say it wasn't your fault, your parents did the best they could with what they had at the time they had, and accept that have that acceptance around, I can't go back and change that. That's gone, right? And be in the present. I can change the present though. I can't go back and change how my mom or dad raised me or if they were present or not. But I can change it now because that's what I'm doing now. Y'all are changing the generational curse, breaking the generational curse, healing the generational curse now because y'all actually taking action to it. You're not just thinking about, man, why these folks so rich? Why Indian people got money? Why white people got money? Why black people be the ones always with the short end of the stick? See, that's what Lynn was saying. She was saying the 5 F's to keep people broke. Feelings, money is not emotional. Family, friends, food, fun. And then she named 4 more. Fear, faking, fault, and free. So learn those and take it with this, and I'm telling you it's going to help you because your family going to say, man, let's go out and get something to eat, and you trying to budget, not budget, but you trying to get some savings, right? So you can't go out every time somebody say go out, y'all. You got a budget. It was $25 a week. If you already used it on yourself and somebody come back and say let's go out, you got to say no. Because you already maxed your $25 out that week. Now you go out next week, but next week they may not want to go out next week. But that's good because you get to keep that $25 for yourself or not spend it at all, right? So y'all see, you see now how everything becomes you managing time management, fluidity. I got to be in control. So now y'all safe. So now what you did is you gained some safety and some security because now y'all know where your money is at and you know where it's not going and you have control over where it's going and where it's not going. It's when y'all are out of control and out of alignment and out of sync that it creates that fear, that need, that greed, that I want a sugar daddy, I want a sugar mama, I need a man, I'm a gold digger, I need somebody to take care of me because I don't have control of my spending and I need somebody, I need a husband, I need a man, I need a woman, I need I need a roommate, see how I get? Because that's where it all came from because these women and these sisters and these men that's out of control with their finances is not sitting down with themselves and working on themselves. This is real work. This is real work, root work. Okay? This is real chakra root work. Okay? Your base, your foundation, your 0 to 7 years. How you was raised, what were you around? Poverty. A lot of times a mama on food stamps in Section 8 pass it on to the daughter, and the daughter pass it on to the daughter, and the daughter pass it on to the next daughter. So if y'all don't break it. If y'all don't break it. So we're passing generational curses around like it's fucking normal. We're normalizing this shit. Normalizing the struggle. So let's unnormalize the struggle, please, okay? And get to working on y'all budgets. That's why I'm doing this. So y'all can have a little help to get you going and just sit down. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. I'm telling you, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. When you think back how you was raised, you could have had nice shoes. Growing up, you had Salvation Army. See, some of y'all still carrying resentment of having to borrow clothes, get hand-me-downs, not have lunch money, not get allowance. Some of y'all unconsciously still harboring and carrying how you was raised around with you today as an adult. And that's what you project on your mates. And that's why one of the marriage breakups is money. It's money. One is a big spender and one is a tight motherfucker. One don't want to spend shit and one want to spend everything. Where you're unequally yoked. Because how can you spend and save at the same time? When y'all trying to have goals, so that means y'all not alignment. That means y'all out of alignment. That means y'all haven't sat down before y'all got married and discussed how the expenses was going to go. And so y'all didn't have a plan. Y'all just got married. Y'all just jumped in boyfriend and girlfriend relationships, and y'all didn't clarify how y'all were going to handle the house bills. That's lack of communication and ineffective communication. And you want a marriage and a boyfriend and a girlfriend relationship to break up? Communication and finances. Those are at least the number two. And then cheating. Right? So you must learn financial literacy. So if you want stability for yourself, whether y'all marry or not, and you want safety for yourself and security for yourself, whether you marry or not, you can still have it whether you marry or not. And that will alleviate y'all stress, y'all worry, half y'all anxiety. Will this the fuck appear for no fucking reason? Because you're going to figure it came from that shit anyway. Because y'all didn't have a grip on it. You didn't have control over it. Even though it was flushing through your hands, you didn't have it under control. Y'all didn't have y'all self under control. Y'all let y'all self loose, so therefore y'all let y'all money get loose. It is coming right on time for y'all when y'all get the income tax. So y'all can get in line and don't just go out there and throw that bitch in a weekend. Like y'all used to doing. Because that's a generational curse. You watched your mama do it. Now you're doing it. And now you're doing it. Now your daughter's doing it. Because all you heard your mama say was what, y'all? Oh, I can't wait to get my income tax. We gonna get some new furniture. We gotta get this car. And that's what y'all do today. First thing y'all do, every income tax, y'all get a car. Cash car or not. Then y'all get furniture. Used or not. Right? Y'all get the same thing every year. Instead of making that be a home-based business, you put it back into the economy. Instead of back into yourself to create wealth. That's what you do. So you got to start thinking outside the box. So your mom passed it along, and then not only did you, even if you were small and you didn't hear her say it, you saw it. You knew automatically, subconsciously, around a certain time of year, y'all had new furniture. Well, that was income tax time. So y'all made the connection. Y'all subliminally, unconsciously made the connection to the income tax time. And now y'all, oh, I need a new car, income tax. Oh, I need a new bedroom set, income tax. Oh, I need a new living room set, income tax. Where is a business ever getting started? And y'all getting tens and $8,000 in income tax, and y'all can't take $1,500 to start a business? That's a major problem. Major problem. But that's a generational curse. That's a generational curse. So, and that's a cycle y'all got to sit with, to feel it, to heal it. And it's going to hurt. Because you got to come face to face with your poor ass habits. Your ghetto ass habits. If y'all ever want something, y'all going to have to sit with yourself to get it. Ain't no way around it. Can't nobody do the budget for you. I kept waiting on my daughter to do it. Waiting on my daughter to do it. Spirit would not let my daughter do it. My spirit was like, girl, if you don't get your ass somewhere and sit down, she is not finna fucking do that. You need to do it because you need to see what's on there. And I kept running like, I don't want to see what's on there. She'd be like, Mama, slow down. You got allowance. Slow down. I had to call her. If she put me on allowance, I had to call her. She was like, Mama, you can only spend da-da-da. And I'll go out with, the boys and by myself. Can I buy this? I was like the rich and the wealthy, girl. I was like the rich and the wealthy. I was like asking. She said, that's what the rich do. Kim Kardashian, all of them or whatever. She said, they ask to spend their money. Their mama, they don't just go spend the money. You got to ask your accountant. I'm your accountant. I was like, can I spend? Can I have? She'll go, yeah, you can have 100. Yeah, you can have 50. What? That ain't nothing. I don't like this budget thing, but I love this budget thing. But at first it was like, I don't like this budget thing. you know. So you're gonna be in denial, yeah. It's gonna hurt, yeah. But once you get this down pat on how y'all want to do it and how you want to tweak this information that I just put up here is just random, so y'all can kind of see how I did the bank statements, and I just took a look and saw who, you know, where was I going, what was I doing, right? And then look at the time of the month. Were you on your cycle? Were you moody? Was it the full moon? Was it this? So that way every month, that is your cycle to spend. So once you figure out that, oh, I spend more on the new moon than the full moon, then y'all will be more cognizant of your emotions around that moon. Oh, I gotta stay home that day. I ain't going nowhere until I get this under control, because I'm gonna go out and spend extra, and I don't want to spend extra because I'm saving for a down payment on a car or a down payment on a house. So see, now you're more cognitive of, oh, the full moon makes me spend money. Oh, the new moon makes me spend money. You see what I'm saying? Or the in-between weeks make me spend money. Or when I'm tired, I spend money. Or when I'm lonely, I spend money. Or to pacify myself, I spend money. Or I'm sad, I spend money. All those emotions, y'all got to figure out why y'all spending the way y'all spending. I'm just naming so you'll know what to look for. And you'll be able to check, say like after each day, or like I had a receipt up here. I must have moved it. Like when I swipe at the end of the day now, I look at what the receipt is, and I go, did I need that? I did need that. But how was I feeling though? How was I feeling when I was spending? So how you're feeling when you're spending plays a big part in your spending. How you're spending, because if you're in a negative lack and you spend money in a negative lack, you gonna produce that. You're gonna manifest that lack. So that means you're not gonna get that money back. It's not gonna circulate back because y'all in a lack when you spend it. Oh, I really don't want to spend this, man. I really needed this to do this. Man, I wanted to go out this weekend, but I gotta go buy this baby Pampers. You're in a lack. You don't ever want to do any manifestation in a lack, because that's what you're going to manifest. That emotion right there. No matter how much you got, how much you think you got, or how much you worried about not it, you're going to manifest the lack. Anytime you manifest anything with lack, scarcity, low vibration, that's what you're manifesting. So you don't ever want to go to the store if your vibration is not high, and then swipe that damn card and be dreading it at the register. Oh my God, man, I got to get tires tomorrow. Man, I got to do this tomorrow. I got to get my son this tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to do this tomorrow. Man, I don't know. I got to need a second job, man. All of that talk, self-talk, is negative. It's negative. Y'all think it's positive because you're saying, oh, I need to go get another job. Oh, I need to get this. Oh, I'm showing the universe I'm a hustle, I'm a work. No, it's lack. You're only saying it because you're in desperation for it. So that is a lack scarcity mindset, y'all. That's why I was teaching y'all manifestation, so y'all can see how easy it is to fuck those damn things up. So you had to write them to be able to see that. So any type of scarcity, oh, man, I need to get this, man. I got to get this, man. Oh, man, I just was about to get this, and now I got to get this tire change, and man, I was about to go to this concert, and now I got to stop here, da-da-da-da. Then, man, somebody want to borrow, da-da-da-da. That's scarcity. That's what it sounds like. We think it sounds like regular talk. It's not regular talk. It's a low vibrational talk. Self-talk. It's a desperation talk. So it's going to produce the lack that you're putting out. It's going to come right back. So always spend y'all money with a high vibration. You know, like everything is working out for me. You know, I was at the cash register for almost a whole year telling them everything is working out for me while giving them the money. or saying it's going to circulate right back to me. My money circulate back to me. Ching, 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 I'm a money tree. I was singing it at the register. People was looking at me like, I'm circulating my money back to me. I don't know about y'all ass. You ain't finna keep my money. Shit, everything I spend coming times 3 times 10, baby. Coming right back to me. So, ching, 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 I'm gonna look crazy, okay? I'm gonna look crazy, but I bet I'm gonna have my money back by the end of the week. Fuck that. We ain't work. We not waiting till the end of the year income tax, bitch. This money coming back at the end of the week, the next day, as quick as I can get this bitch to come back. You know, it's all in the frequency. And the frequency got to be what? Not scared to when you have to buy something, your wants or your needs, when you have to buy something, it's just don't be in scarcity when you do it. It doesn't matter if it's a want or a need. Just whenever you have to make that energy exchange, y'all, be a cheerful giver. Ching, ching, ching at the money tree. And every time the ching money comes to me, from the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, wave, wave on my money wave. Money flow, money save. Debt, all debts paid. Baby, ching, boy, that ching, ching, king song, baby. Right all up at the register singing that bitch, okay? If that's what you gotta sing to get that vibration up before you go like this, or before you go like this, y'all better do it. Or you better have some earplugs in with a happy ass motherfucking song and be up at that bitch like this. And getting ready to. So your mind is not self-talking to you in a negative way. And you're not catching it. Or you're not having a negative conversation with somebody right there at the register and then swiping. Or you're not on the phone talking gossip and negative right at the time you're swiping, or right at the time you're handing the teller the money. All that's a negative transaction. The universe doesn't know if you're talking to the money, you're talking to the woman, you're talking to yourself, or whoever. The universe don't know you playing. The universe don't know that I'm just having a conversation. Everything is a manifestation. So every word out of your mouth is a manifestation, y'all. Every word. The universe does not listen to the black box is listening to every single word. It does not know which one is a manifestation. I can say I have money. I am a money magnet. Money is attracted to me. It's easy to make money. I love myself. I trust myself. I have great ideas when it comes to making money. I know how to make money. I am creative. I am fascinating. I am outstanding. Girl, how you doing? I'm doing well. How are you, girl? About to go up here and ching ching this money tree and shake this money tree and buy me a money tree. And I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that I can just have the money to buy me a money tree. Oh yeah, girl, me too. Girl, what you gonna do next weekend? Girl, I'm just gonna chill at the house and watch TV. Oh, I can't do nothing because I ain't got no money. Girl, why you ain't got no? See how the subject done switch? Somebody done switch your vibration just that quick. Because now they talking down, and now you're into their conversation and their energy, and now boom, you done messed up your frequency. Y'all see how that work? Well, I don't have enough to pay my light bill. Girl, why you ain't got enough to pay your light? Girl, that boy didn't come through and give me my money. Girl, I don't know why. That's why I don't do nothing like that. See, don't do nothing like that. Negative sentence. Should have never been said. All of that was useless talk. So you got to be careful on the phone with people, and you're up high and zoop, there you go, like a roller coaster. Like a roller coaster. They done got y'all to go down just that quick. So that's why you don't want to be talking to everybody on the phone all the damn time. Because manifestations, when you're working on manifestations, I'm a money magnet. Money is attracting me. I'm beautiful. I'm confident. I'm successful. I own a 6-figure business. I own a 7-figure business. I'm abundant. I'm successful. I'm opulent. And then you over here having a conversation the next 5 minutes. And Because words are spells. Affirmations are spells. Words are spells. Everything that comes out your mouth is a spell. Nobody can say they don't spell cast or cast a spell. They are a lie. Everybody does it because everybody talks. So unless you're not going to talk and think, then you're not casting a spell. And the only way you're going to do that is not be here. So as long as y'all here in 3D, everybody casts spells and everybody thinks. Whether you're consciously doing it or not, you're doing it. So nobody can say somebody's evil or not because they even doing it. Even the people that call y'all evil is doing it. They just unaware that they're doing it. So again, be careful how y'all spend your money and swipe your card. Make sure you're happy as happy can be. Okay? When you got to loan money, make sure you're happy as happy can be. Even if you don't want to, pretend it and be it and feel it. Anyway. Do that shit anyway. Make a whole song. Do the cha-cha-cha shit. Do the Harlem Shuffle. I don't care what you got to do to get happy. Do the slip and slide. I don't care. Do whatever you got to do to keep that frequency up while that transaction is going on. And that's what happens also. And I'm going to switch a little bit because y'all know I got to go over when I'm talking about certain things. And I got to give y'all those different examples so that y'all can kind of see. So now I'm going to go with the whoopee, tallywhacker stuff. So now that's the same thing when love and money is tantra. If you're talking to a man, and I know we on budget because they got the money and we going to get the budget and we going to give them this love when they give us the budget and give us the money and they might get the love, right? Y'all see that transformation and that spiritual transaction? So see, I couldn't go past this without talking to this because this is the example y'all both going to be living by for the rest of y'all life, male and female. So now this is a spiritual transaction and this is a practical transaction. But this is a spiritual transaction in the 3D, but it's spiritual first. So when you're dealing with a man and a woman, if that's a negative transaction, you're going to walk away what? Depleted. You're going to walk away what? Empty. So that means it was a negative transaction between a man and a woman. Where is this a negative transaction between you and that teller or you and that cashier? It's the same thing. Am I giving this money with love or am I giving this money absent of love? Am I giving time with love or am I giving time absent of love? So that becomes the transaction that is still connected to your money, y'all. So it don't have to always be you buying supply and demand, objects, materialism. It's communication, it's spiritual, it's physical, it's mental, it's psychological, and it's financial, right? So you got to keep that exchange in mind everywhere you go. We're always constantly bartering, exchanging, trading, spiritual exchange going on, transfer energy, energy transmission all the time, everywhere we go. Now, that's why you got to keep the vibration high because any one of those transactions that are not high can bring you down here. And it mess up what you're trying to manifest altogether. So that's why love and money is tantra. When you recognize love and money is tantra, everything is a transaction. Everything is a transaction. Your breath is a transaction. Your inhale and your exhale is a transaction. So everything is a transaction and we can't get away from it. Just like we can't get away from a spell, we can't get away from the transaction. So let me give y'all some books and then that's it. Did that help anybody? Let me get some books. Even though this is not book club. Did that help? All right. Oh my gosh, it's cold. And it's hot, and it's cold, and it's hot, and it's cold. All right. So now, these are the books we went over last year. We went over, this is some of them. I didn't go get all of them because that's been too much. I'm tired of taking books back and forth. So these are just some books that y'all can start off that are really, really good and go from there if y'all want to learn financial literacy. So I've been at these books for years. So this one, Dare to Dream, Work to Win. That's a good one. All right. If y'all want to get or read about it on Kindle, it's up to y'all. But I'm just giving y'all some books that are very good because you got to learn about financial literacy. You got to read about it. You can't just go by word of mouth and think y'all know something. You'll miss certain information. So you got to read about it. All right. And then my best two, my favorite is this one, You're Badass at Making Money, Jen Sincero. And that's an audio book on YouTube. And I don't have her orange one, but I have her yellow one. So she has an orange one too. She's making some more, I think, too. But this one is golden. This one is definitely golden. So Jen Sincero, right? We did these in book club. I don't know if I did this one yet in book club. So that's one, the 12 Universal Laws of Success. So that's a good one for somebody. And it says the law of thought, the law of change, the law of vision, the law of command, the law of magnetism, the law of focus, the law of action, the law of value, the law of relationship, the law of supply, the law of persistence, and the law of truth. See what I'm saying? That's why y'all need to read. Read. And my tarot deck tonight in the reading said, in the cards, it said read. So that's that one. That's a good book. So it said in tarot, it said read. We did go this one in book club. So this is in my book club. This is in my book club folder on my playlist. We went over this one last year. Okay. 21 Habits of Highly Broke People. Right? So we went over this in book club. It's a good book. We went over this in book club. We went over these two we kind of skimmed in them. We kind of skimmed in them too because these are what I call toilet reads because you can read them while you're sitting on the toilet. Not that they're shitty books. I call them toilet reads because you can sit there and read it while you using the bathroom. So again, these are good ones. I love these because they're not that, and so they good financial books with some information in there. So for some of y'all to start, 52 Smart Habits to Manage Your Money and Grow Wealth. All right. And then this one we went over, How to Manage Your Money. So these are like little bitty. If y'all don't even like to read, these are good for those kind of people that want to get back to reading or start reading. Start small. Okay, so this is a good book for that. How to manage your money. Okay, so these are just some few. I still got some more, but like I said, I'm not gonna bring all of them out like I did the other night. Did that help anybody? Did that help anybody out there? Let me know. Let me know. Did that help y'all? So check all three of them, check one or two, or it doesn't matter if you just do a budget one, fine, just do a budget one. Get whatever y'all want to get. Look at it every day. Write something in it every day. So that it's active, so that you're looking at it every day. Write something in it every day. Okay? It helped a lot. Now, apply it is the thing. Okay? You got to find somewhere to apply it and get it going and start it so you can be successful in the next 3 to 6 months. Because I'm telling you, if y'all get If you get it under control in the next 3 to 6 months, your life will be totally different than what you're living right now. So if you're living check to check, you can definitely turn that around in 3 to 6 months. Once you get to seeing what you're spending on, and then putting that do not list everywhere, so you can, when you're glancing at it while you're in the house, so when you go out the house, it's in there. So it's like you're programming yourself, you know, this is your watch list. And you can even put it in your purse too, or your wallet. Put it up, but I don't. I just have it in the house. That's all I needed. Because I'm knowing where I'm going at the time I'm going. Because when I leave here, if I know I'm going to Walmart, I go, oh, you got $85 to spend. So I reaffirm myself, you going in this bitch store, but this bitch here, no, you getting $85 and you coming the hell out of that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you see up in that bitch, because you know that's a spell. See, you got to talk to yourself like, I know Walmart's a spell caster. So that's why everybody try to spend everything they got in that motherfucker. So once I leave here, before I leave here, if I know I'm going to Walmart, I tell myself $85 your limit. So it don't even matter. I already know $85 my limit. So you got to tell yourself the limits before you go to the actual store. Set the intention. Amazon. I'm not getting on Amazon in the morning. I cut that. No. Sure. Cleaners, no. So no spending limit and a limit spending list. Plans and goals for the next 3 months. January, February, March. So I'm gonna revisit this list in the next 3 months. So I'm doing it in quarters. January, March, and February. January, February, March. I said that backwards. January, February, March. So when I get there, then I'm gonna look at it and see, okay, do I need to add another person? What I want to see is what I'm not going to do, but this is like good for saying, did you put something in Amazon? This is going to be good for saying, did you put something in Amazon space? Like you cut Amazon out, but did you leave it out, or did you try to ease somebody else in there to make up for it? Because sometimes we do that. We'll try to compensate for something we took away instead of leaving it taken away and giving ourselves something positive. We'll try to ease another bill in there to make up for it being gone. And that's what I end up doing. I was canceling when I was canceling some subscriptions for here, I end up getting another one. And I said, what kind of fucked up shit was that? I said, that was totally fucked up. I went through all that trouble canceling fucking subscriptions only to get a fucking subscription. I said, what? I canceled that bitch immediately. Once I found out we were trying, well, what it was is we were trying something and we had to get the money paid. We had to pay for it before they could let us try it. And that's how they got us. And so when I was doing the budget, I remembered it was on here and I said, oh, we don't have that no more. I gotta get my daughter to cancel it. So that's how we came about canceling it. But we had to get it in order for them to break us through whatever that app was so we can see what it all do and see if it was something we needed. But honey, I hurried up and canceled that damn shit. They didn't get that thing didn't last 2 or 3 weeks. It lasts maybe 4 or 5 days. And I canceled it. So you got to be quick because stuff like that happens and you'll forget and you'll charge. So don't forget to do that. Don't forget to, if it's a trial, then let it be the trial. But don't forget to go back and do that cancellation. So that's what made me catch that. So you got to be careful. But long as I caught it and long I know to look for it, you know, for it to not be there. My daily check check and write the transactions, compare your budget weekly, and review your schedule, personal and business. That's my daily checklist. Weekly, set a new budget. Weekly expenses, set cash envelopes. And then monthly, set a new monthly savings plan. Save dollars, Roth IRA, sinking funds. Quarterly, pay taxes, review sinking funds, and spreadsheet. Annually, order a new budget planner, spreadsheet, and overview. And this is the goals right here for the whole year. So these will carry on the next planner for the next year if I don't accomplish any of these. But yeah, this is definitely a good book. It's definitely. And if y'all want, you want some books, get these. All right. Hope that helped y'all. Peace, love, and harmony. I'm out of here. That's our budget. Y'all let me know how it goes with y'all when y'all get ready to start. If y'all got any questions. All right. Thank you. Peace, love, and harmony. Good night.